I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Don't go through a breakup alone. Click on the link in the description below to get a one-on-one coaching with me, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video I'm going to be talking about standing your ground. So the reason that I did this video is because I've been seeing a pattern with people that come across something in the relationship that they're not happy about. And instead of vocalizing that to their partner, they go along with it and they accept things that they don't like. Now, for those of you guys that have had an anxious attachment style and you formed that in your early childhood years, you are going to be a lot more likely to allow people to kind of impose on your boundaries without saying no or setting limits with them. And I see this all the time, especially with people that have an anxious attachment style. They've spent their whole life trying to keep people from leaving them because they felt abandoned in their childhood. They kept feeling like their parents would abandon them. So they were on their best behavior not to piss anybody off because they were afraid they were going to be abandoned and die. And so you take that and you put that in your romantic relationships. So you need to be honest with yourself about what you do want and what you don't want in a relationship. And you have to understand that you're not always going to get your way. They're not always going to get their way. You both have to be able to compromise. But there are going to be certain deal breakers that you have. And if you come across them, you have to learn how to handle them maturely and like an adult. I had an email here that I thought it might be helpful for you guys to see a similar situation. So they said to me, my question is, the entire year she has come in and out of my life. And she wanted something casual, and I went along with that for a while until 2 months ago when I cut all communication off with her. So he wanted more, and he was not going to settle for the casual anymore. And sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to get to a place where you say, you know what? This is hurting me more than this is helping me, and it's causing me a lot of stress, unhappiness. And if you get to that point, you got to be honest with yourself. He said she reached out for me this past Sunday asking if it would be okay for her to sit next to me at church. I agreed. So she put herself in his orbit. It's the indirect, direct approach that I always talk about, right? Can I sit near you at church? It's not about sitting near him at church. She wants to talk to him. She wants to see him. We talked for about an hour after church. I was very confused why she reached out to me. She told me that she missed me and she wanted to see me. So I asked her to dinner, and this was her response. I would love to, but I can't hurt you anymore. I need to do what you said, get out of my mind and into my heart. Because if I can't do that, then I'm no good for you. I would want to kiss you, touch you, make love to you, and that's not fair if I can't give you my whole heart. So she's all over the place emotionally. She knows that she wants that, and yet she doesn't want the relationship on his terms, so she's conflicted right now. She said, I haven't heard from her since Sunday, and I really love this girl and want this to work, but I'm not interested in anything casual with no commitment. I simply responded with, that's unfortunate, but I'm going to move on with my life, and if you have a change of heart, you know how to find me. I really need some kind of game plan on what to do next. So I think you handled that like an adult. You were honest with yourself and you knew that you needed more. And you handled it like an adult because you told her appropriately and why you were feeling that way. So let me go on here. There's some more to the email. He said, I did everything wrong after the breakup. Chased her, calling her, texting her, trying to take her out on dates. But I did go to counseling for almost a year. Good for you. And I resolved a lot of my own childhood issues and recognized a lot of my faults that I had. See what I'm talking about, guys? He handled this like an adult. He went to counseling for a year, and now he's come to a professional to deal with the relationship issues at hand. My question is, this entire year she came in and out of my life as she pleased. We will go on dates and be intimate with each other, but it was always on her terms. And I just did not feel comfortable with that situation anymore. So I broke contact with her 2 months ago and went cold turkey, just like you said. Well, you weren't happy and you wanted more. And there's nothing wrong with that. It can be very difficult for two people to come together and give each other the same level of intimacy that each other wants. That's the tough part about relationships, one of the tough parts. You might want this level of intimacy and connection or commitment, and they only want this much. But the thing is that both of you are going to go up and down in the relationship. That's just how it works. Some days you're going to be less interested or annoyed or tired or whatever. Same thing with them. It's going to go up and down. So you have to be able to balance that and work with that. And if their interest level drops, you can't skyrocket your interest level and cause the other person to want to run away. So you have to learn to manage your anxiety, which can be very tough to do when you've had attachment trauma. This is why I say, set up the coaching with me. Work with me. I'm going to help you see things that you've never seen. I get a lot of aha moments when people are like, oh, wow. And that's when I know we're clicking and we're getting places. You know, these are the kinds of things that are not only going to get you through a breakup, but get you to another level in your relationships. So you're going to love the Skype coaching with me. You know, like I said, I've been a psychotherapist since 2002. And, you know, now I do the coaching. And I love this, guys. So, you know, if you have a situation, you know, a lot of times the videos are a good guide. But to get personal, you want to do the Skyping. The email coaching as well can be really helpful. But that's why I'm here, because I love this kind of stuff. I love being able to help guide you through this, because I know what it's like to be in your shoes, where you're just so lost, so confused, so heartbroken. You go to friends and family for answers, and you know that it's not good answers, and they're going to sabotage things. But it can be very confusing. I get it, guys. That's why I'm here. So he's in a tough spot, because he really cares about this girl, but he wants more, and she hasn't been willing to give it. He said, on Sunday she would stop to me, wanted to sit next to me at church, so we talked about an hour, and she told me she wants to move forward with me, but her mind is not allowing her. She thinks the changes are temporarily. I asked her out on a date to have dinner, and she said she would love to, but she doesn't want to hurt me anymore. So her interest level is like, it's going up and down. She's still confused. It's not at the point where you want it to be for her to commit. She's not ready to commit. I am right that she needs to get out of her head and follow her heart, and it wouldn't be fair to me because she wouldn't want to touch me, hold me, make love to me, or she would, he said wouldn't want to. I swear, you guys, please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Proofread what you say to me. You're constantly contradicting yourself in your own sentence. And if you saw the punctuation in this one. Periods, people. Use a period. It's not one long run-on sentence. You're killing me. You're killing your coach. Is that what you want? Don't kill Coach Craig. Please. Take 2 minutes. I'm not a stickler, but come on. All right. Make love to me, but if she can't give me her whole heart, that it would not be fair. And I responded with, it's unfortunate they're making that decision. Yes, I'm reading that right. But I respect it, but I'm going to move on with my life. And if you have a change of heart, you know how to find me. This is all one run-on sentence, by the way. I swear. I need you to help me figure out what's best solution for the whole situation. For me to do, no period, love her very much, and I will love to be with her, but I'm simply lost on what I should do. Well, first of all, you should work on your punctuation. So I don't come to wherever you're at and beat you over the head with my computer. Alright, all jokes aside, you guys might find yourself in a very similar situation. What do you do? In fact, I can think of another client that I'm working with too, where she is in a very similar situation. The guy she's with doesn't want commitment, and she does. She's not ready to walk away. She knows what the risks are. We've talked about it. I said, listen, if you walk away, you have to be prepared to lose this person because they don't want what you do. And that's what you have to get to, guys. You have to be honest with yourself. You can't force this person to be with you. And you can't force them to want the level of intimacy or commitment that you do. So you just have to leave them be, express what you want, express what your desires are, communicate like an adult, just like this guy did. And then say, listen, you know what I want, you know what I need, and if you find that you can negotiate with me or we can come to that agreement, but, talk it out, then let's do it. But if not, I have to move on because I'm not happy. Don't stay with somebody if you're not happy. You can love them, but if they're not committed to you like you want, or they're, unfaithful, or don't want to communicate with you, or don't want to do those fun things with you that you want, you need to really reconsider if that relationship is healthy for you. You only have one life, guys. You need to be the star in your own movie, and you need to be happy. You've probably spent your entire life suppressing and repressing your own needs, and it's not good for you. It's not healthy. So, make sure you are honest with yourself about what you like and what you don't like. And write it down. Really look over it. And look at the things that you're willing to compromise on. You might find some things that you can compromise on, and they might find some things and you can find a common ground. But if you can't, then you might have to move on. So, if you found this video helpful, put a like on there. And if you want to get my help personally, just go to my website, Ask Craig, click on Schedule Coaching. You can schedule an email coaching with me or a Skype session for an hour with me, which you're going to love, and you will feel so much better talking to me about it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I do post videos Monday through Friday. That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.